Hello everybody, welcome to StruggleR Season 2, race number 3. As you can see from the delightful picture in the front of your screen right now, we're going to be racing Crash Bandicoot today. The classic, the original, no insane trilogy here, just raw 1996 polygons. And, well, let me introduce my co-commentator. It was going to be Commentators, but as you can see here, the PNG of Kythius has been sadly transparencied out. Yes, he's fallen in action today and will not be able to attend with us, but we wish him the best and we wish him a very restful sleep today. Instead, I'm going to be joined by the unimitable, which I think means non-imitatable, but you know what, words are difficult today. Mr. Matt, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well, Garlips. Welcome on in, everybody, to yet another fantastic StruggleR race. I can't believe it. You've put together a wonderful roster of races, and I am absolutely privileged to be joining you here tonight.
You're far too kind, sir, and you're going to be doing one of those races this season. I'm looking forward to that one. It's not scheduled yet, but soon. Hashtag soon.
It will be in there, and I am so looking forward to it. Am I allowed to spoil what the race will be?
Oh, I think you can.
Oh, fantastic. It's going to be a race in yet another PSX classic from the demo scenes. It's going to be Hercules. I can't wait.
Sorry, Mr. Matt. I know that you host a popular YouTube comedy gaming panel show called Low Res, so you care about attention to detail, but I do believe you mean Disney's live-action adventure game starring Hercules, right?
My apologies, that is indeed correct. I couldn't end up going and giving you the entire title because I've been so frazzled recently that I don't know what the hell's going on or what even day it is.
That's absolutely fine. Yes, folks, Mr. Matt is currently editing the Christmas special for Low Res, so please do look out for that. It'll be coming at some point in the festive calendar, in the festive season, so keep an eye out. Low Res is a show you can watch on YouTube. Go subscribe.
And it's free. It's free on YouTube.
How do they do it?
Well, they don't put ads on us because, well, it's pointless. No one watches.
But if enough of you watch, maybe someday we'll be able to afford, like, I don't know, a new hat for Mr. Matt, maybe.
A new hat?
He's got a new hat. Right. Before we get round to our races, we're just going to remind you that StruggleR, all of this absolute nonsense... Oh my god, Cake's in the chat! Hello, Cake. Sorry, everyone's in the chat, by the way. I'm not showing favourites, although Cake's awesome. The rest of you should be aiming for Cake levels of awesome. We've got Z, we've got Kramit, we've got Kylo, we've got Walk, welcome in, and Tater, Nocturnal Wolf Dog, Stormy's here. Thank you all. I do not mean to besmirch chat. I just got excited. Sorry, you see Cake and you get excited. StruggleR is brought to you by the Wheel of Struggle. We are a gaming group that play different games every week based on a wheel spin and compete for points. If that interests you, please head to wheelofstruggle.com for more information. There's never been a better time to join because we are currently mid-season break. So we are currently doing absolutely nothing and looking forward to Season 7. So get in there now so you can get your seat and you're nice and warmed up and ready for Season 7. And without any further ado, let's move over to our racers. Here they are for you today. We have Crash Bandicoot, and I've written their Grand Masters race because we're about to see expert level gameplay from both DeccyF, but also Adrienne's Revenge. So I'll hand over to Adrienne first. How are you feeling?
Oh, very nervous. Hello, everybody.
Are you more nervous now I've used the words Grand Masters?
Yeah, because now you said that, and then they're going to watch me play. And realise how much you've bigged me up.
Don't worry. You've done this before, you're going to do it again, and you're going to do it absolutely perfectly. And of course, you're going to be doing it versus DeccyF. DeccyF, how are you feeling?
I had a nervous fart when you said Grandmasters, not gonna lie.
Well, when nervous farts happen, sometimes they could be a lot worse. So actually, that sounds like it's not the worst outcome that could have happened.
This is true.
Well, so you're both going to be playing Crash Bandicoot, a game that like I associate with the both of you because you both play it a lot even before you decided to race it, or at the very least, you know, you both have a very strong PlayStation brand. Both Adrienne with her platinum trophy acquisitions, and of course DeccyF with his wonderful demo disc streams. So it's very on brand for both of you. We have here your history with Crash Bandicoot, actually. Adrienne, you've written that you played it first as a kid. Your friend's brother owned it, and when their parents would babysit you, they would let you play. And he helped you through the tricky parts. He's not here now, though, is he?
He's not, and I'm not 6 anymore, so so I have no excuse.
Sadly, none of us are 6 anymore. Oh, and Crash 1 was your 100th platinum.
It was
on the
indeed.
Insane.
2 years ago, I did it for number 100, followed by 2 and 3 for 198 and 199 on the Insane trilogy. So
How's that Crash 4 platinum coming along?
I'm at 74%, I can proudly say. We won't say how long that 74% has sat there for, but it's 74%.
Fantastic. And Deck, this was one of the first games you played on your PlayStation when you got it in 1997.
This is true. Yes, it is. Yeah, I owned it. My parents' boy was one of the first. Well, I think it came with it. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I don't remember back that far these days. But yeah.
Fantastic. I also can confirm that the strange random spirit that jumped into the chat room before the race to wish you both the best of luck was actually Z. All along.
Oh,
It
thanks,
was.
V.
Thanks, Z.
Now, I asked you about your favourites when it comes to Crash, and both of you seem to land on 2 rather than 1. So the obvious question is, why are we racing 1 and not 2 today?
Blame Decky. I'm gonna go straight in with blame Decky.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think you did challenge me, actually, didn't you? If I remember.
Yeah, for this, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I don't think well, have you got CTR on your second one as well?
Yeah.
Was that your second favourite, or?
Oh, I put Crash 2.
Oh, I see.
Crash 2
Right.
is my favourite out of the trilogy. So neither of us went with Crash 1 as our favourite.
No, I did.
Oh,
Crash 1 and CTR, yeah.
Both of you have it listed as your favourite, but neither of you are racing it today, I can confirm. So all I can say is, well, you know, Season 3, maybe Crash 2 race?
Maybe.
Could be.
We'll see
then
how this one
Season-
turns out.
And then season 4 for the 3rd game.
And so on.
Oh, it's going to be marvellous.
I was going to ask you, Mr. Matt, do you have the document open? The shared notes thing?
Let me have a quick look. I don't believe so, but
That's. I was going to ask you to read out the words, but if you don't have it, don't worry. Because I'm just aware that I'm talking a lot, and I don't want to be the only one talking.
It's okay. I've got Decky's fighting talk here. I can do
brilliant.
Decky's fighting talk.
Okay, so yeah, you lead with that, and then I'll give you Adrienne's.
Okay. Decky's put down here, just for chat to know, okay, that he's put down here. She's quite a nice person. Really.
Worth it. Worth it.
Oh god, they're gonna read mine now.
Oh no.
I have them right here. So Adrienne has written, Decky Tech issues F. If he can actually get his PC running, he might have a chance to win. Might.
Oh, she actually. I was nice, and she threw
I'm
some
so
fight
sorry.
Wow. My goodness,
That's
guys.
good.
So I can understand why you kept that from me.
I believe. Well, Ad sent me her fighting words in private, so I think that's the difference
Dude.
there.
I think it is.
Yeah. I didn't realise Decky was gonna be so nice.
For full dramatic effect.
Wow. Both competitors have come here to end up putting on a show for us, and they are certainly going to deliver, aren't they, Garlips?
They are contractually obliged to deliver today.
They are. They signed in blood.
I'm so glad I introduced that clause.
It was a marvellous clause.
We also asked you to both provide one word. Seeing as you've got Decky's information there, I will give Ads's one word, and that is anticipation.
Oh,
Are we anticipating a wonderful go round today?
We are. I think we are. It also came with a beautiful GIF of Tim Curry, just in case anyone is interested.
It did, unfortunately. I'm not represented
can't
that
show
visually
that.
on screen, but you can
No.
all, you know the GIF. You know.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
imagine what a Tim Curry would look like. So, Decky's one word, and I'm going to end up reading it out exactly as it appears here. One word, hopeful, edited. Now, what do you mean by that?
Well, the edited bit. Oh well, there's a long story behind the edited bit. But the short version is that I mistyped it and then had to correct it.
I get it. You know,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
So really, the hopeful inside of you is edited.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I see. I see. You know what? I can respect that.
I preferred it when it was hapful, or whatever the typo was before. We never saw it, unfortunately.
Mm.
I think it was hopeful. I think.
Well, I'm hopeful that that was the original typo.
Absolutely fantastic. Stormy saying initially typed as hateful.
Oh, wow.
It'd be accurate, to be fair.
She was watching me type.
Well, now that we've got all of that out of the way, I think we will transition to the race screen. So without any further ado, here we are on Crash Island. Would either of you care to briefly give us a description of roughly what we're expecting to see today in terms of rules of the race and bits and pieces?
Do you want to go ads or do you want me to do it?
I think Decky can explain it better. Essentially, it's race to the finish, glitchless. We are allowed to save state, just because obviously the save in this is for bonus levels, and we're not obviously going to be going for those a lot of the time. So yeah, just he who gets there first wins.
Or she.
Or she. It'll be
Fantastic. Well, I mean, is there anything else we really need to cover? I think we'll get to it in due course. I think there's no time like the present to kick things off, unless there's anything else.
Can I just say hi to Kate?
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Kate. Thanks for watching. Love you.
Hi, Blades. Blades has since entered the chat since I described
Hi,
everyone in the
Blade.
chat. Hey. All right, we've got some more friendly faces in the chat as well. Lovely to see you all. Let's kick this thing off, shall we? Right. If you're both ready, I will count us down from 5. 5,
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. And off to the races we are. I'm now going to mute and deafen our racers, but we'll be checking in with them periodically. So good luck, both of you.
My goodness, what a wonderful race we're going to be picking up here today. Straight off the bat, looks like Adrienne is going for more of the boxes.
Yeah, so interesting fact about Crash Bandicoot, I'm sure people who've played it will realise, is that the levels have boxes in, and if you destroy a certain amount of boxes, or you destroy special boxes, or all kinds of random assorted platformer crap happens, and you get these things called like gems, or I think there are crystals as well. But yeah, the gems really don't serve a huge amount of purpose in this game, so they won't be getting gems. However, there are a couple of caveats to that, and I believe the racers have also agreed that gems are going to be a bragging right, a kind of if you get more gems than the other, you kind of get to have a little bit of bragging pride, as it were.
So, you might be wondering why Decky ended up jumping off the stage during that. The reason why is to avoid this very animation that's going on Adrienne's side.
Yeah.
As you can see, it takes so much longer.
Decky was also discussing a strategy with me that will come in, well, might possibly come into play later. There's a level called Sunset Vista, and apparently in the any percent routing for this game, people try to enter Sunset Vista with 1 life remaining, because if you die at a very certain point in the level, you technically save your progress as being a level complete, but you don't actually complete the level. You do it by collecting 3 of the bonus kind of like checkers that send you to the bonus level. Going to the bonus level.
Coco.
Yes, yeah, Coco. No, wait, no, Coco's his sister, right? He ain't.
Oh, I can.
He ain't banging his sister. It's the other one.
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Terry.
Cheryl Bandicoot.
Yeah, there we go. Cheryl Bandicoot.
Yeah.
So Decky here is going back to end up going for the intentional death, whilst Adrienne, I think, is going to be running through.
Oh, that life box always makes me nervous. That one.
So it's one of the few instances, the Sunset Boulevard skip is one of the few instances where you are picking up additional lives.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, sorry, the checkpoints.
Yeah. So
You're not picking up.
So that you can
There we go. There's the death.
Not only die in the exact right place, the exact right time, and to get a game over, but also to save your progress in such a way by collecting those bonus tokens. We'll get to see if either of our races today employ that tactic.
I think Decky took an unintentional death there, actually, because yeah, he's definitely ended up taking that unintentionally. Adrienne has stormed ahead now.
Oh, this is an early lead from Adrienne.
Yeah, but Adrienne seems to be forgetting about the box skip, the animation box skip.
I see. So
will that be impacting her later on? Because that time really does add up.
Absolutely, especially in these later levels with hundreds of boxes.
Because every single box you miss ends up being additional time that you have to sit through.
If anything, though, I expect Adrienne is very good at providing like solid gameplay. So at the end of the day, if the gameplay itself, I had to say something, didn't I? If the gameplay itself is solid, I think any time that she loses to that, she may well make up just from the fact of being thorough in doing things. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh.
Yeah, I just cursed ads by accident. I apologize for that.
It's
also,
all right.
Flame very helpfully in the chat has said that Crash's girlfriend is called Torna. So there you go.
Oh, there we go.
Feels like that should be a question on low res or something.
I do believe it should be.
Gaming girlfriends. Yeah, so this level is another one that makes me nervous with these big things, and quite often in these kinds of levels you have to land on top of platforms that have flames on them periodically and all sorts of other assorted nonsense.
One of the main things about Crash Bandicoot is that it's very cycle based. Like if you get the right cycle on a lot of this, you are able to jump and get through stages so quickly.
Yeah, some of it, like when you have the muscle memory and you know what you're supposed to be doing, some of it looks like you're not supposed to be able to make it. Okay, they are fairly close. It's just Ad's still out in the front.
Yeah, but I think Decky's got the animation skip here. So I don't think... Yeah, there we go. So Decky's going to be making up time here. So our first run with the boulder.
Oh, yep. Mr. Matt, I do think we've got two big balls on screen at the same time.
Oh, tremendous. Everyone knows we love big balls here. StruggleR is all about big balls, and don't forget to end up putting in some support for the Wheel of Struggle by visiting www.wheelofstruggle.com today.
Fantastic. Yes, do what he said.
So, Garlics, did you know that during the development of Crash Bandicoot, this game had a very, shall we say, a cheeky code name?
I did not know that, Mr. Matt, but I'm hoping that you regale me with said trivia.
Well, this one is originally was basically called Sonic's Ass Run. Because basically, just like Sonic the Hedgehog, it's a platformer based around speed. But the camera angle on this was always focused on Crash's lovely arse.
I get it. Yeah, it makes sense.
Absolute sense. If only there were 2 more people running boulders, then we could say there was 4 big balls.
It's true. So here we are. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Decky is going for those animation skips, intentional deaths after checkpoints, and it is saving him time. So this is how Decky is going to catch up. If you think that Adrienne has got it in the bag and that's it, done, dusted, don't downplay our boy Decky like that, okay?
Absolutely. I mean, with these gainings that he's making, all it takes is for Ads to have one bad level or one big mistake, and he might well eke out in front. And then, if he has that lead, without him making mistakes, Ads will find it very hard to catch up, so... There's the classic Ooga Booga. Invincibility.
Yeah. Adrienne seems to be getting these invincibilities all the time. Decky with the intentional death there.
Ooh. Sadly, the Ooga Booga did not save her. Okay,
Have you watched much of Decky's practice? I guess
little bits here
you were
and
with
there.
him.
Sorry?
You were with him IRL recently, weren't you?
Yeah, we had the distinct pleasure of being over yesterday, but he didn't play Crash Bandicoot the entire time we were there. Even that little video that we filmed, we just got it up on YouTube.
A little video? Are you telling me that there was a little video that took place?
We filmed a little video to try and inspire fear in the heart of Adrienne.
No way.
Yeah, and I can now exclusively reveal that video, he wasn't even playing the game. We were just acting.
What? No way.
Yes way.
Garlic, next thing you're going to tell me is that I knew all of this, and I've just ended up saying all of this so that you would end up talking about it on the commentary.
And we bless you for it, because otherwise the chat wouldn't know. And Ad's already storming through the boss, but you can see that this boss is quite short, and Deck is already about to start it, so he's already catching up a little bit here.
He really is. It's the thing about Papu Papu is it's a very, very simple boss, but if you don't end up if you don't get those initial hits in very quickly, then it can end up going wrong very quickly. But they should be fine because they've got the two-stage shield. That's a slight difference that they ended up making in the Insane trilogy, where they didn't give you a mask if you didn't have one already. It was only if you died a few times it would end up giving you a mask as a consolation prize.
Yeah.
When was the most recent time that you've run through Crash Bandicoot?
It was Insane Trilogy. It was trying to play Insane Trilogy. I was saying a bit before we started here. Ooh, that's taken a couple of deaths here. My predominant experience was with Crash Bandicoot 3, so I already had a lot of the rough edges sanded and smoothed off, and so playing these older ones especially, they're just extra harsh to me. How about you? What was your experience with Crash Bandicoot, both recent and previously?
Well, previously, I played Crash Bandicoot on the original PSX donkeys ago when it first came out. One of my friends ended up having it, so I'd always pop over to end up playing a load of Crash. And as for the Insane Trilogy, actually, I last played it only a couple of months ago, actually. Playing through Crash 1, oddly enough. I just need to finish that off completely, and I can move on to 2 and 3, which are the far better games, let's be honest.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that because obviously I'm clouded by my nostalgia history, but yeah, I feel like the first one especially is kind of a little bit more brutal than the other two.
They went and ended up basically making this game as rock hard as possible, and they realised, if we want this game to continue being popular, we should probably make it a little bit easier, and they did.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Matt, we've now arrived at the level where Crash does a cheeky wink to the camera at the start and makes it look like he's going to do something incredibly horrible to this hog, but it turns out he's just going to ride it.
Yeah, he's just going to end up riding this hog. He's just going to get a big hog in between his legs and just fly around on it. Absolutely fair play to him. So this is one of the stages where you can take the intentional death if you want, just there. But if you don't want to, you can try and go for all the boxes, but that does take more time.
Yeah.
So it can be beneficial to just either not break leave one box, and that won't take as much time as, the 10, 20, 30 boxes that can drop onto Crash's head and take ages to do.
Even when I'm trying my absolute best, I usually miss 1 or 2 bosses on this level.
It's difficult to get them all on one run. But both racers here showing that they remember the course perfectly.
Yeah, tremendous. And Deck is still catching up. You know, he's I would say he's only about 15 or so, maybe 20 seconds max behind Ads.
Really not a lot of time.
Yeah.
So if you have tuned in for a wonderful race, you are getting that right now.
And there's that
Both of
gem.
them.
Look at that face. Remember the password, Deck.
What have I got?
He's having to end up going through this. This is taking a lot of his time up now. Oh, no.
Yeah, I see how much time you save by not having to go through all that.
Oh, yeah, it's intentional deaths after checkpoints are an absolute godsend of saving time here. There's another technique that speedrunners use as well in this game, which I don't think either competitor are going for at the moment. I haven't noticed it. Is basically zigzagging. That's the method where you jump, and as you're jumping, you wiggle left and right on the D-pad whilst pressing forward, and it ends up making Crash go a little bit faster.
Oh. Ads having a real mirror on these platforms.
They're not the easiest.
They're awful.
They really are. Oh.
But we now
Well,
got both players in pretty much the exact same spot. Wow,
But
look
who's
at that.
gonna get through it? Oh my goodness. The bounce, and Decky's up, and Ads is up. What a wonderful time here.
This is incredible. This is the first time that we've had races so like incredibly in sync. It's crazy.
Now, Decky's carrying on here. The last checkpoint of the stage is coming up in a little bit. Decky getting the extra life there.
Oh, Ads just
Literally.
eking out a lead here. Oh, is that the intentional death?
Oh, I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I'm trying hard to keep up with deaths versus intentional deaths, but I don't really know where they are, so...
So, the rule of thumb with Crash Bandicoot checkpoint deaths to end up preventing the animation is basically after a checkpoint, if the runner jumps into the nearest hole or whatever, basically as soon as that checkpoint box breaks
Yeah.
and they go and die, that was an intentional
It
death.
looks, yeah, it has to look deliberate.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Decky going for the safety of jumping back. Adrienne on the next climb. Decky now on the next climb as well.
Yeah, this is... Honestly, this is... Oh, little drop from Ads there.
So this seems to be where Adrienne kind of falls over. It's these climbing
Dex
sections.
grabbing the mask. Oh, and he's hit the checkpoint. Can't believe we've had the lead change so many times in just 1 minute. That's crazy.
It's just this climb. Ah, Decky going for the secret here. Adrienne as well. It saves so much faff.
It really does. And there's a similar kind of skip, if I'm not mistaken, on some of those rope bridge levels where you can jump on the side or something. But apparently that's also kind of just as hard as trying to do it normally.
There are a few of those that end up popping up in the background, and they are incredibly difficult in places.
Oh! And just like that, it trades hands. Wait. Oh, this is so fun, because they just keep trading.
But I don't think Adrienne has died on this stage, has she?
Oh, yeah, to be fair to me as well, a lot of this level looks the same.
This is,
Well, you
one
had
of
to
the
say
first
something,
level-
Mr. Matt. You cursed her.
I am sorry, I didn't mean... Learning so much about Crash. Well, did you know that this game was originally actually going to end up having a slightly different animal as its lead? Do you know which one that would have been, Garlips?
No, I don't think... Well, I'm presuming it... Crash is very Taz-coded, and the whole thing is kind of very if you'll forgive me the generalizations, kind of Southern Hemisphere, Australian, New Zealand kind of vibe. So I'm guessing maybe something along those lines.
I think you might be onto the right lines there. It was, in fact, a wombat.
Oh,
How mad is that?
pretty mad.
But it wasn't until the introduction of the boxes into the game, which ended up coming quite late in development in 1995, when they ended up going, well, players are kind of ignoring the puzzles, let's put some boxes in. And basically it became the mechanic that the game was best known for, crashing
yeah.
through the boxes.
I mean, getting all those gems and everything does add so much replayability, as Ads has proven by consistently failing to obtain the Crash 4 Platinum.
It's tough. Crash 4 is a completely different beast, to be fair.
It
they
is,
ended up saying,
yeah, it's insanely hard.
they were like, you know what? People are complaining that Crash is too easy nowadays. We need to make this as hard as possible.
And they did.
Yeah.
Without care or thought as to the ramifications.
So, Adrienne has slipped behind, and Decky has taken the lead. He's going up the creek.
Complete and utter scenes here today.
Remember, all it takes is one little mistake from Decky here, and that's it. Adrienne can end up catching up so easily. His name would have been Willy as well. Willy the Wombat.
Willy, won't he? Yeah, there's a second character for you right there, Naughty Dog. Willy and won't he?
Well, that life's disappeared now, and Adrienne's back to the bottom of the tower.
Yeah, these towers are notoriously hard to climb.
They are. I absolutely hate these, because just one little headbutt as you're trying to jump up there just causes you to end up completely missing the platform and drop all the way.
Oh, and then she
to the bottom.
smashed it. Big jump into big jump into big jump. Willy loves boxes. He sure does.
Right, so Adrienne has gotten on to up the creek as well. Decky is just making his way through at the moment. Not bad at all.
I mean, the fact that our competitors have been in so many levels at the same time as each other is really testament to both of their abilities.
It's just showing you that this race was an absolutely perfect pick for StruggleR. What a great choice there, Garlips.
This is all Adrienne and Decky. They come to me and they say, "Ooh, was that intentional? Because that was after a checkpoint." No, I don't think that was intentional.
No.
But yeah, no, they came to me and they said, "We want to race this game," and oof, sort of similar spot there. Yeah. So anyway, I can't take credit. I simply, people come to me with great races and I say yes, please, and that's how the system works.
That's fair. You should have just accepted that you put together a wonderful race that ended up being this level of competency and just competitive nature. Both of them just been trash talking all week, haven't they?
You could not shut them up. They have been constantly digging at each other, just negging left, right, and centre. Little digs, little sarcastic quips. Honestly, I thought at times we would have to get involved tonight and step between the two of them, even though they're not sharing a physical space.
It's that sort of threat between the two of them that could have spilled out into digital violence and thus digital murder.
Yeah, we didn't want digital murder on our hands. Not here, not at StruggleR.
Especially, we didn't want to also end up bringing up digital homicide, of course.
Of course not.
That's a deep cut for some people.
It's one of those games that is BRC worthy, but I don't think we're ever going to touch that.
Decky's taking a very, very quiet route with Ripperoo at the moment. There we go, he's woken up now. I know that Adrienne's Ripperoo is pretty bang on. She can do Ripperoo pretty quickly. Decky being incredibly cheeky with some of his hitboxes there.
I mean, all it takes is for him to lose it here, and Ads catches up.
Decky taking an intentional hit to end up triggering the TNT. Great use of masks here. Markman caught the reference. Thank you, Markman. Knew you'd get me, fam.
He jumped just before that thing exploded.
So this is where Adrienne can really make up some time here.
Yeah, if she's going to bust out that fast Ripperoo you were talking about. Absolutely.
Well, so far.
Yeah, they're currently in... Oh, and there's the death from Deck. Ooh. It's a costly ripperoo for him.
It really is, and this is where Adrienne can seriously make up some time. Adrienne taking advantage of some of the, shall we say, quirky environments within Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, she got him. Perfect. So, yeah, Ads is now in the lead. That quickly, that easily.
That's how quickly it can change. The thing about Adrienne is that her consistency with bosses is pretty good. So every time she ends up getting to a boss, it's going to be pretty much sure that she is going to be getting through it faster. But Decky knows the speedrunning strats. So will that end up coming in handy? Because
Yeah, I mean, it comes back to that dichotomy I was talking about a little earlier on. Ad seems to be a bit more solid when it comes to methodical gameplay. Deck knows the strats, so it's going to be which one of those two tactics is going to win out here today. Is this Sunset Vista?
Don't believe so.
The Ads is on. One of them's called Sunset Vista, and it looks kind of like this. And now I'm curious. I wasn't watching her screen when the level name came up.
We were too focused on Decky, who is having an absolute nightmare with Ripperoo.
Because I definitely wanted to check in with Ads at Sunset Vista, and this looks like Sunset Vista. Hang on, I'm just going to check what level's after Ripperoo.
Good idea.
Oh, it's Lost City. It's the one before that. Okay, thank you, Flame. That's super helpful. So this is kind of what Sunset Vista looks like. So we'll be calling in when they hit the next level that looks like this. If we don't sooner.
Adrienne going up top for that extra line. Found the M. Bruin signal as well. Symbol as well.
And here comes Deck. Back from the checkpoint.
Into Lost City.
Oh, that's a cheeky little life there.
Oh, there's a lot of lives to pick up. The thing about Crash Bandicoot is that they realised that the difficulty was incredibly tough. Their first levels that they created for this were so difficult, they actually ended up saying, we're moving these into the end of the game. Their playtesters had to play through the hardest levels in the game without any of the training that you sort of get as you end up playing through the game default. But yeah, they had to move some of those levels later on, and as a result, they ended up putting a load of extra lives, and this is one of the levels that has got an absolute glut of extra lives in them.
Interesting. I wonder, because Deck told me yesterday about this strategy when it comes to making sure you've got one life left on Sunset Vista. It looks like he's been picking up a lot of these lives, so maybe he's not going to be going for that strategy today.
I think he's not. I think he's going to end up going through, or he's going to end up wasting a lot of time dropping off and dying, which could take longer.
Yes, he was telling me that. So yeah, looks like he's made the decision not to use it, which is, you know, might well work in his favor. I mean, they're both still on the same level.
Respect to the hustle, you know.
Absolutely. So, as Mr. Matt was talking about cycles earlier on, all of those moving in and out things are on a cycle. And it's just, I find sometimes the battle in Crash, half the battle is knowing when you can go, and the half of the mistakes come when you go when you know you shouldn't go, but you went anyway for some bizarre reason.
Smash Mouth rule, isn't it? You
what,
never know if you don't go.
Oh, I was going to say, the boxes start coming and they don't stop coming.
Well, if they land on your head, you're going to end up wasting time waiting, you know? Sorry, that was a terrible joke in relation to animation skip. That's going to cheer up Decky, though, when he listens to this back.
Yeah. I mean, Ads was behind, now she's not. So incredible. And a gem. That's bragging rights. Unless, wait, there was something about a green gem being used to skip a level. Maybe that's what that's for. Maybe
Ads has actually ended up going and saying, I'm going to get that green gem, because it's a good idea to pick up some of the coloured gems because they can help skip. I believe it's red gem you need for one level, though, to completely skip it. It's one of the lab levels later on. You can actually pick up a red gem and just go. I think Decky is also going for a full clear. I don't think he's got out of death yet, so I think that's what he's also going for.
Okay. I mean, I can't remember now if Crash Bandicoot was actually a launch title or if it was just a little bit afterwards. It must have been afterwards because I think the PS4 was earlier than 96, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I get hazy when it comes to the early 90s. And I lose
So,
on
the PlayStation ended up coming out in 1994 in Japan, and then Crash Bandicoot was still in development in 1995, and the global launch for PlayStation was late 95 worldwide, if memory serves me right. So yeah, this would have ended up being a little bit into the life cycle of the PlayStation, but very, very early on in it.
Yeah.
97, there we go. It always feels like it was one of the earliest titles, because I think that we're obviously from Europe, so we ended up spending a lot of time waiting for things to come out over here after seeing them in America and Japan for ages and ages.
Yeah.
And sometimes never getting them.
Yep, you'd see the imports section of the magazine that you favoured for the system of your choice, and sometimes those things would never arrive. You'd be waiting for them forever.
I think Adrienne has basically stormed ahead here, and Decky, I think, is finally coming up to the end of this level, but let's see if he can nail the ending.
Ooh, she wasn't expecting that to be on fire.
No, it was waiting for it to end. Oh.
The Aku masks here are extremely helpful to people like myself who are not very good at Crash Bandicoot. So, it's interesting that when you are slightly better at Crash Bandicoot, as our two races are here today, that they play an interesting tactic when it comes to deliberately taking damage, especially against bosses, as we saw earlier.
Hmm. Well, as they ended up always saying in Neighbours, iframes. Everybody loves good iframes.
We sure do, but not when the bosses have them. That's cheating.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, that was an unfortunate jump there. But Ads is, you know, she's well in the lead. She's got time. Just making extra sure about that timing on the platform there.
Making her way over these lovely platforms. Let's see if she can get through this without making a silly jump again.
And there it is. So, as we reach the half-hour mark of the race, Ads is in the lead, but Deck is not far behind. They were both in the same level just a short moment ago, but now Ads has eked out into the next level, Road to Nowhere, which I believe might be one of these, one of these above the clouds levels.
Now, these are notoriously difficult, especially the notorious one later on that is the bane of many players.
Yeah, I remember these very, what's the word? The opposite of fondly. I remember these with great heartache.
With great bitterness.
Yes, exactly. It's such an alien concept to Garlips, as you'll understand, but yes.
So remember that although it looks like at the moment that Adrienne is in the lead, everything can change within just a few moments, as we saw with Ripperoo.
Absolutely.
Where Adrienne took the dramatic lead. What a fantastic boss fight that was.
I mean, you said she did a fast Ripperoo, and she proved you right, sir.
Ooh, absolutely.
That was painful. That was just before a checkpoint box. But recovering well, rebounding. These levels do look like they're very much about kind of rhythm when it comes to when to hit jump.
There is. It's very much. It's almost like a rhythm action game on some of these sections where you're basically, if you memorize the inputs, you can basically do it every single time, like Uncle Ben's, you know.
I think it's just Ben's now.
Oh, that is true.
Oh,
They took away his family.
they did. He's no longer my uncle. He's just Ben.
He's just Ben. He's fallen out with the old man. He pops around the house still sometimes, but you know he's no longer an uncle. We end up just like he's the dodgy friend, you know.
Yeah. I wonder when Aunt Bessie will just become Bessie.
Well, you know
Oh.
she hasn't ended up doing anything weird around the kitchen table, you know.
Not yet.
Not yet. That's the emphasis on the word yet there. Adrienne having an absolute mare with this boar. Every time it's just getting right up into her grill.
It certainly is. It's giving Deck a little bit of time to try and catch up on this.
Well, Decky isn't exactly having fun with this section himself.
No, that's true.
Now he can get up the extra lives. Picking them up, but he doesn't even need them, but he's just wanting them.
I get that. You know, it's a picture of Crash's face that you get to hold and cherish.
Well, Adrienne has just ended up entering the time loss zone, and she drops out of it, but it's still time lost in even going in there.
Deck is now out of that level, so Deck's about to enter the road to nowhere. If he plays a perfect road to nowhere, he'll gain some ground on ads for sure.
He absolutely can catch up here. This is an area primed for catching up. Adrienne gets through it.
Onto Boulder Dash. That sounds incredibly dangerous and fraught with peril.
Isn't that a meal?
Boulder Dash.
Yeah. Oh.
Isn't it a board game?
Oh, yeah, it's a board game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think this level ends up having any special gimmick. Oh my god, it's got a gimmick.
Oh, yeah. It's one of the gimmicks we've already previously seen.
My goodness, I never would have guessed from a title such as Boulder Dash. Decky with the intentional death there. These bridges made me rage quit the remake. They did for a lot of people. Flame Wheel. Have you tried rope skip yet? You'll love it. There is indeed a strategy on these stages where you can jump onto the rope, and if you get that perfect, you can end up just running along the entire thing. However, some people say it's actually a little bit more difficult to do that than it is just to play the level normally if you can remember the rhythm.
Yeah, okay. Deck's coming up to this Warhog now. Oh, definitely over there. Oh! I had to say something.
You did. Adrienne having a good run with this boulder. Don't forget to take your boulder out for a walk every now and again. And don't forget that you can end up helping the Wheel of Struggle by following this very, very channel right here that you're watching this StruggleR race on. Or even going and visiting www.wheelofstruggle.com.
Absolutely. And if you take your boulder out for a walk, might I suggest flat terrain? Because I've heard that pushing it back up a hill takes a long time.
Oh, some Sisyphus guy told you about that, didn't he?
Yeah, some complete sissy first.
Ugh.
And Ads is through.
But she ended up not going for
it's
death,
Sunset Vista. I feel
well,
like
they can't
now
go for the strategy.
Be a good time to call in. It's about 40 minutes as well, which is roughly what we said.
Perfect.
So I'm going to unmute and undeafen Adrienne. Hello, Adrienne.
Hi. Oh shit.
This level's called Sunset Vista, if I'm not mistaken.
It is indeed.
How do you feel about Sunset Vista?
I think we know after last night how I'm feeling about Sunset Vista. It's something I focus most on today in practice.
Oh, good.
So yeah, because I need it.
How do you think the race is going so far, Adrienne?
I've made some silly mistakes that I'm not happy with. However, I got the green gem, and that is the one thing that I really wanted. So I'm a little bit more comfortable about that section now.
Yeah, Champ
So-
quite impressed with the green gem. Well, we were especially impressed with your quite fast Ripperoo.
Oh, with my Ripperoo. Oh fuck! Sorry, I'm not paying attention now.
Sorry.
No. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I think I know this sounds really sad, but after a couple of times, you get to know the pattern of Ripperoo. So I remembered middle box, back box, basically. So yeah, I'm quite pleased that went how I planned it to. Because that can be quite tricky if he's not in the right place.
Yeah, it was a masterclass from where we were seated. So
As I was saying in that fight, if Ripperoo gets away from you, he's gonna do you.
Yeah, he's a crafty little bastard.
Really is.
Oh
Do you
fuck,
think,
in that
do you
water.
think you're currently in the lead, or do you think you're in second at the moment?
I would probably guess I'm in second.
interesting.
So I'm pretty
Well-
sure Decky's got the handle on me.
Seeing as you last night expressed your distinct distaste for this level, I think we'll probably
Yes.
leave you now to concentrate on what you're doing.
Thank you guys.
Good luck, Adrienne.
Good luck. Okay, she is muted and deafened. I think now that Deck has also made it into Sunset Vista, it's the perfect time to throw over to him. So
I think so.
we'll now undeafen and unmute. Mr. DeccyF.
Get the crap out of me. Hi.
Hi. We aimed to that's what we were trying to go for, so thank you for that. You've reached Sunset Vista.
I have.
How are you feeling about the race so far?
I dropped the ball on the green gem,
Okay.
which I'm disappointed about, which would have saved me a bunch of time. There's lots of nervy deaths that I wouldn't normally do if I wasn't super nervous, but that's a me problem.
I think you'll
other
be
than that-
surprised watching back on how focused you've been in some sections. We were remarking on your expert use of strategic deaths.
Oh yeah.
Getting those
Imagine-
animation cancels in.
Yeah, and then not doing it for Wild Hog and then having to skip past the save screen like a couple of times.
I noticed you were scrabbling to get through that. You were like, ah!
Yeah, I should have just left one box, it would have been quicker.
It would have been. We were actually discussing the way the box skip works in here and how much time it can save you.
Oh, loads, yeah. How are you guys doing?
Oh.
It's entertaining.
Thanks for asking. Yeah, it's been a laugh hoot riot so far, and also very impressive gameplay from you both, I will say.
I can imagine. I'd ask, but you won't tell me.
Well, we were gonna say, do you think you're in first or second?
I definitely feel like I've dropped the ball and she's definitely in first. I've made so many weird rookie mistakes.
Well,
And
you're gonna have to watch the VOD to find out if that statement was true or false, my friend.
Yeah. We can sadly say nothing. Although I will say, if you are where you think you are in second place, how far do you think you're behind by? And if, perversely, if you are in first place, how far do you think you're ahead by?
if I'm in second place, I reckon she's on the third island already. She's done Koala Kong. She's got past this. If I'm in first, I imagine she's not far behind. Maybe just done Road to Nowhere. Oh god.
Oh, I do apologise. That was a big
No,
drop.
no, your fault.
Interesting.
Scarlet, she's just got off the beach, mate.
Oh
Good
yeah.
stuff.
Sorry, I wasn't supposed to say anything. She totally hasn't just gotten past the beach on the first level.
Whoa. That was
So,
weird.
careful with those spoilers there, Mr. Matt.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. We will check in with you a little bit later on. But good luck with the Sunset Vista, my friend.
No worries, no worries. Catch you in a bit.
Good luck, Decky.
Thanks. Bye.
And he's out.
Yeah,
So,
and as he says bye, he literally set himself on fire. What a tremendous, tremendous commitment to the bit there from DeccyF.
They are both having a little bit of a mare on this level.
the climbs are some of the most difficult parts of Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I heard that Adrienne hates this level so much that she once broke into an office block that refused to upgrade from Windows Vista and smashed all their computers simply because Windows Vista sounds a bit like Sunset Vista.
I can understand that and slightly respect it, but I also do have to end up saying it's not good to break into buildings and smash up, property like that. Get the keys first. Make sure that you are able to enter via a legal route.
Yes, the breaking part is fine. Well, no, actually, the entering part is fine, but the breaking part, it save that for indoors, not the doors. Fantastic advice there from Mr. Matt Internet.
It's fine. I'm here for all of the advice that you might need or possibly don't need.
I mean, and you mix it up too, so no one knows exactly what it is.
It could be anything, to be honest. Who knows at this point? So, Decky is, I think, catching up now, isn't he? This is getting back to neck and neck.
This level is quite long and involves climbs. I think Deck was telling me yesterday something like to 2 or 3 different kind of like levels of platforms. Mm-hmm. So yeah, a lot of it kind of blurs together. But I do believe he is making some ground up here. He's not quite catched up to Adrienne yet.
Right. He's literally right behind Adrienne at the moment. If he gets to the top of this,
and while she hit that about, I guess, like 15 seconds ago, 10, 15?
Yeah. Not that much.
And she's waiting on this platform as well. Oh, and Deck skillfully waiting for that little dinosaur thing there to move into the correct position before getting rid of it.
Oh, I think Adrienne has stopped for a minute. She might be... Oh, no. There we go.
Kylo would just like to say a huge thank you to you, Mr. Matt, because he follows all your advice 100%.
Beautiful.
Oh, actually, he's just... Another comment has come through. He said, disregard that. I'm in jail for killing 10 clowns.
Why would you kill clowns?
Yeah, if anything, you've misinterpreted Mr. Matt Internet's advice there, because usually he's for the complete polar opposite of actions towards clowns.
Yeah, I love clowns so much that I would end up lovingly, shoving my entire... Right, that's been actually stopped for... There we go, right, sorry, I've been taken off air for a few moments there by the future police. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you to Twitch for employing the TOS minority report that can see TOS violations before they happen and intercept them.
It's incredible what investment they have put into Twitch now.
Fantastic. They are... Oh! They both took a death at the exact same place at the exact same time.
If you are looking for entertainment tonight, I think you found it.
Absolutely. This is I'm so incredibly happy that they line up at so many different times and places. This is just like HGGQ.
Just like it. Walk, walk, walk. Exactly right.
Slightly smaller budget, slightly less oversight, but you know what? Yeah, I'll take that.
Slightly more swearing.
Slightly more, yeah. Somewhere between 15 and 16%, I think.
Just a little tiny amount.
Yeah, fucking small. Yeah, slightly more fannies too. That's true.
Actually allowed to swear. It's great. That's right, Flame Wheel. We believe in being able to swear if you want to. Worth every non-penny, that's right. But if you do want to support the Wheel of Struggle, I would recommend subscribing to the channel.
Deck now ahead by hitting that checkpoint. Yeah, Ads is behind and she missed the checkpoint. She's going back to the last one. Deck is now officially in the lead.
As I said, it can turn on a dime on this. MBZ with a shock of no!
I think Z has made it very clear in her unwavering support for DeccyF during this race.
So, just... Garlips, are you able to put up a poll so we can end up seeing who might be walking away from here? Who has chat support?
Do you know what? I'm going to try and do that. Let's see if I can make that happen.
Oh my god, you're going to try and do /poll, are you?
I'm going to try and do /poll.
/poll.
Oh my god, it's working.
Adrienne has gotten the checkpoints. Decky is off to a bonus round.
Of course, he doesn't get to to skip it. Right. Are we going to allow additional votes, Mr. Matt, for channel points, or should we just make it a pure poll with only one vote and it has to count?
I'd say you get democracy of one vote. No additional votes if you've got all those points. You can't buy democracy.
Here, here. You've got 3 minutes. Make your choice.
My goodness, Adrienne's revenge is already storming ahead with 1 vote, and Decky, I'm guessing that was Cake and Z.
I was definitely the vote for Deck.
Oh, fantastic.
Deck.
I'm guessing Cake voted for Adrienne.
Oh, Deck just had a massive fall down.
Oh.
Oh no, he lost. Presumably the checkpoint is higher up than where he fell. Yes, oh thank goodness. That was such a big fall.
Call him Humpty Dumpty.
Same fall from Ads.
No way!
That's incredible.
Oh, Humpty Dumpty has cursed both of them.
A famous quote from The Simpsons springs to mind. We're both screw-ups.
Adrienne not going for an intentional death to jump back up the top.
Interesting.
Well, I think this is the difference between Decky and Adrienne here, that Decky has done a lot of speedruns, so speedrun strats are basically baked into Decky's mind now.
Yeah. I definitely think that, and it's been quite heartening to see during StruggleR Season 2, that people are making a lot of decisions when it comes to the rules, what's allowed, what's not allowed, so that all competitors have a fairly even footing. But when it comes to a general any percent, and so long as, I believe they both ruled out kind of any major glitches, but everything else is on the table. So Decky taking full advantage of that there by getting to the boss, Koala Kong.
Now, this stage actually looks very different in the End Stage trilogy.
It looks... Do you know what? I know he's got a bomb behind that cart, but it looks like he's smuggling something else. Now we're both on Koala Kong, so will Adrienne's tactic of being fucking good at bosses come into play?
I think it will do. We'll see if Adrienne can end up making up some time here. It's vital. Wiggle your tush at us, Koala Kong. Show us them lovely cheeks.
Right, Deck's got a hit off on Koala Kong now. Took him quite a long time, though.
Oh, Koala Kong does not end up giving you a lot of opportunities to attack. If you miss an opportunity, you're wasting an entire cycle for it to come back round. Here is what you're looking for. The boulders to end up dropping down, him to pose, and then you fire them back.
Adrienne taking a death there.
Decky, just one final hit to go, but this is where Koala Kong goes absolutely apeshit and throws loads of stuff at you. But he has got the defensive shield of 1 mask.
Yeah, he's got that nice little safety net, as it were. There it is!
Perfect.
Deck maintains his lead. Oh, and chat are split.
My goodness.
I think that just comes down to what we're seeing displayed here tonight in front of us, Mr. Matt Internet. It's 2 very skilled competitors of equal level, and they keep trading the lead, and as a result, chat just don't know how to decipher that.
I can't blame them, to be honest. I can't blame them. It's difficult to end up making your mind up sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ads misses the hit there. It hit the cart, which means she's got to go through another cycle. Now, we're entering into the sort of lab area. This is where we end up going into the walk up to fight Pinstripe.
You can tell they mean business on these levels because there's some kind of radioactive sort of stuff leaking out of there. The things have got spikes on now. You know, the kid gloves are coming off.
Well, it's... according to the developers, they wanted to end up basically showing the mind of Neo Cortex as the game went on, so the levels start to warp and twist a little bit more to end up showing his frayed mind state.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I keep forgetting that Crash Bandicoot was actually an entry into the psychological horror genre.
It's very overlooked. It's very often overlooked.
I mean, just the other day I was watching an hour-long YouTube video essay about that first boss and his butt crack and what that signifies.
Completely understandable, but I would like to call attention to the fact that Adrienne has now gotten through the boss and is now also on heavy machinery.
Fantastic. Yet again, these two greats are in the same level at the same time.
NBC saying Ad's got robbed of a hit. That she did, although she probably could have timed it a little bit better so it didn't end up going into a minecart. Markman, Bandicoot evil.
Deck there taking a death. Did he hit a checkpoint in this level yet?
Yes, he has done.
has.
He's already taken his intentional checkpoint death, but it looks like he decided to go for an extra one just for shits and giggles. Garlips, can you deliver to me your best Resident Evil?
I can. Resident Evil.
Not bad, not bad.
Bandicoot Evil.
Bandicoot evil.
I like to think that Bandicoot Evil, like this guy just describes different kinds of Bandicoots, like this Bandicoot, cute. Bandicoot Evil.
Bandicoot hole.
As opposed to all these Bandicoots missing pieces. To be fair, our runners today have both killed their fair share of Bandicoots.
They really have. So many dead crash bodies at the bottom of pits.
It's ironic because they're supposed to be bottomless. Yeah.
They are supposed to be bottomless, but you know they do actually have a bottom because otherwise that would break all.
Everything's got to have
reality.
a bottom, yeah. Or where would where would it poo?
It would. That's. You do have to wonder where the levels end up going to the bathroom.
Oh boy. So Ad's jumping over these flaming hot vents here, avoiding the hot pipes. This level looks very dangerous.
It is a very dangerous level, but it's actually a lot easier to get through than you're expecting.
Yeah, it looks like there are less moving parts, like you're just dodging the things that are already kind of there.
Well, the developers of Crash Bandicoot ended up basically having this scalability. So you'll end up seeing a level, and then you'll see it again a little bit later on, but with a lot more complexity to it.
Yeah. AKA, recycling levels.
Yeah.
To be fair, it results in, you know, some really pretty impressive graphics for 1996. I mean, there were still 2D platformers coming out on the PlayStation at that point that didn't look as good as this does in 3D.
Well, this kind of ended up eating Croc's Pudding, which was Croc was another game that ended up coming out at around sort of this sort of time, and was also another PlayStation platformer in the third dimension. But this kind of ended up being a lot easier to play, and people ended up gravitating towards that.
Yeah. I do love my tank controls, but even Croc manages to push me when it comes to that. Return of Octobot dropping in. Nice to see you, sir. This has been an incredibly close race so far. Deck is still in front, but not by much.
They've traded that first place so often.
Bonjour indeed. I hope Return of Octobot is practicing Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, because on the Friday, the 3rd of January, we've got a Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine 4-way race coming up that he's going to chicken out of and not show up for. So look forward to that.
Let's get ready straight away and end up saying that race will not feature Octobot. Let's get that just straight out of the way, okay?
Oh, I have a child and family. Oh, it's Christmas time. Yeah, the excuses will never stop. And there's ads coming out of Heavy Machinery.
Work.
Ooh, that was a cheeky jump, and Deck took one cheeky jump too many there.
Really was.
Oh, and then he got sliced by that little robot thing, giving ads time to catch up here.
Don't be jelly because I love my son and I don't love you. Thank you, Return of Octobot, for that wonderful commentary there.
Yeah, I mean, what he's done there is he's emotionally devastated me by telling me the truth that I am not ready or able to accept.
Obviously, that's directed at Mr. Matt Internet. Thanks, Return of Octobot. Why? I love you, Garlips. What the hell? Return of Octobot. I thought we were tight, man. Decky having a little bit of a mare so far on this level.
Yep.
Adrienne just storming through Cortex power.
And there it is. Ads has taken the lead again.
As we said, it's one of these races where it does just change so quickly.
But not by much. And is Deck gonna have... No, Deck will have the box animate. No? Does Deck have... Deck skips the box animation, bringing them almost entirely in line. Wow, look at that.
Do you see? Do you see now why that animation skip is so vital?
Absolutely.
Return of Octobot has apparently changed his name to Lionel.
Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Like Lionel Richie.
Yeah, fair play.
I mean, apart from Lionel Blair, I dare you to name another Lionel.
Lionel down the Shipton.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, tiny head, but really solid guy.
Yeah, nice guy. Just, you know, you wonder.
Yeah, you
about the
don't
size
want
of
to
the
end
head.
up...
You don't want to say anything, but...
He's very sensitive about it. Decky there going for the intentional death to end up getting the animation skip. And just to answer Octobot there, indeed, that has been agreed. It's part of the game mechanics, actually. Where if you die during a level, it will actually just skip the animation. So do that after you've checkpointed, and you'll skip the entire animation of all the boxes landing on Crash's head.
Yeah, it saves... As we've seen here, Deck's using it to great effect. Welcome in, Quantum P1. It's 58 minutes and you're late, sir, but I mean, apart from that, we can tell you that Deck is currently in the lead, but it has traded hands so many times today. They are in the same level at the same time. Deck is just a little bit further ahead, and Ads is getting kind of tricked up on this checkpoint she's on. But I think it's traded hands at least 4 or 5 times so far.
You're going to have to put a counter on this one, Garlips, once it gets uploaded to YouTube, because this is just changing hands so often.
That is too much work, and I'm not going to do it. But you can imagine a little number in the corner if you like. Imagination's free.
Imagination is free, except for when it's not.
Yeah, those Twitch TOS minority reports. Soon they're going to stop you before you even say the thing and arrest you for not saying the thing but thinking the thing.
They're literally the thought police, mate. I can't believe it. Adrienne just having a little bit of a mare with the section, but she will deal with it soon.
I do believe in a moment we will play Thought Police ourselves and check in with them and see how they're feeling, but I think to do it on this level seems a bit cruel.
Mate, every level at this point is going to be cruel. It doesn't matter when we jump in.
Fantastic.
We just need to do so.
So we have guaranteed cruelty. Fantastic. Shall we check in with Deck first?
I think that would be wise.
Okie dokie. I'm unmuting and undeafening. Boo!
Oh my god.
Sorry, Deck. I had to take the opportunity. You understand.
Yeah.
How are you doing, sir? How are you feeling?
Still nervous as hell. Made a few errors. Also, one of my least favourite levels, this.
Oh, I wish I'd known beforehand, and then I would have made a special note to call in. But this is just lucky happenstance, so... why is it your least favourite? Or one of your least favourites?
Mainly because of I apparently don't have any depth perception. Running towards the away from the camera, and they've got bouncy barrels.
Oh.
And the bouncy barrels, I can never quite judge where they're going to land, and it's always on my head. So these ones here, you'll see.
I was going to say, you seem to be doing a good job so far, but oh, I see. Yes, that's particularly mean. Oh no.
So my safety's gone. Oh my god, yeah.
Oh!
Apart.
There's acid there, Manine.
Yeah.
It's going to be alright, because that means that you've got the box skip already enabled.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. We've been mightily impressed, sir, by your employment of the tactic of the box skip.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh no.
Watching the race back for you will be very interesting.
I bet.
At one point, I'm predicting you would have rubbed your hands on your trousers and gone, ooh, ah, that's fantastic.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, Deck's always doing that. That's a pretty safe bet.
It's a decky thing.
Just Decky things.
So I'm glad that you haven't told me she's won already.
We can confirm that you are both in the race still.
Oh, what's... Oh, why is Adrienne going back to the beach again? Why is she going back to... sorry, I didn't mean to give you that spoiler.
Whoops.
Oh my god, thank god.
Oh,
sorry.
and you are done with the level, sir. Well, it looks like talking to us didn't slow you down one bit.
Oh god, my nerves are terrible.
You're doing fine, and you'll continue to do fine. Good luck with the rest of the race. We'll check in a little bit later.
No worries, thank you.
Okie dokie. Ad's still stuck on this one. This isn't Heavy Machinist, it's the one after, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
While Deck is on to Pinstripe Pot.
Portaroo.
Need to read up on my Australian/New Zealand marsupial mammal things. There's a whole host of characters. But now that Adrienne is entering into the same level we just talked to Deck in, I think it's probably time to check in with her.
Hello.
Welcome in, Ads. You are live. Feel free to swear as much as you want.
Oh, I've been doing that off cam. Don't worry.
You never guess what's happened. You never guess.
That means he wants you to guess.
Has Decky forfeited?
Oh, that's a very good guess, but it's absolutely wrong. You're both still racing.
Oh,
So,
okay.
how do you think the race has been going for you so far?
I'm not happy at all. Which I know probably sounds silly. I don't know. I might be doing fine. I have no idea. But I'm not happy with myself. I'm making way too many silly mistakes. Particularly in that last level.
So, what do you think Adrienne would say to Adrienne right now to help get her through this?
That there's acid there, Manine?
There's acid there. Calm down. Take it slow. Take the extra second if you need it. Wait for the sensible opportunity. Yeah.
So that's what you got to do.
That's what I gotta do.
That's good advice from Adrienne there.
Yeah.
Let's see if our racers take it into account.
I do have little nuggets every so often.
Oh, we all love a cheeky little nugget.
Oh, I wish this was your channel. I would add the quote. I have little nuggets every so often.
You can add it next time. Write it down.
Well, we noticed this level has incredibly unfair bouncing barrels, so we'll probably leave you to it at this point. But best of luck, and we'll check in a little bit.
Thank you, guys.
Bye for
No
now.
problems. Good luck.
Ooh, I feel like the nerves are getting to Adrienne a little bit there.
Yeah, but all she has to remember is that it only takes one little mistake from Decky, and this is blown completely wide open, or for Adrienne just to end up having an absolute stormer on a level or two.
Oh, of course. Ads is more than capable, and she's proven it several times in this race already. So, so long as she digs deep and, you know, focuses on herself, believes in herself, much like Prap the Rapper would tell her to do as well, I will add. She can win this race. There's still all to play for.
Absolutely. Still absolutely all to play for. It's just getting through this stage. These barrels are notoriously nasty.
And
Absolutely.
Deck lost it on the last bouncing ladybug thing there. Oh, wait, no, it's a tortoise. Fuck it, never mind.
It is a tortoise. I don't understand how you could think those were ladybugs, but, you know.
They're red on the top. They're kind of... There are black bits on the bottom. I got confused, okay? Look, it's Australia, right? They might have ladybirds that big, okay?
You and your anti-Australian, you know...
rhetoric. You
Yeah,
can't stop me.
I can't stop you. I want to, but I really can't.
Yeah, if you come from a land down under, I've got beef.
You've got to believe from walk, 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 walk. Sorry, I added too many. That's only supposed to be 3. You've got to believe. And Quantum P1 saying, I used to think that.
Well, what Quantum P1 needs to remember is that he is an incredibly skilled racer, and not only Tenchu, but also at other games that include me in the race. So, I'm going to go against my own interests here and try to inspire self-belief in Q, because Q, you can do the thing. You've always been able to do the thing, Manine. Except beat me. Please don't do that.
What? Unless you're paying, you know? I don't think Q beats people up unless you pay him first.
Excellent. So just no one pay him to beat me up, please.
Cake is asking you to check Discord for the private chat when you get the chance.
I've just had a look, and I believe with Cake pushing me towards it, I feel like she'd be able to. She'd be happy with me sharing. Okay, I'm looking at a wooden coaster, and that wooden coaster has a picture of Crash Bandicoot's face burned into it, and he looks pretty cool, very comical, very 90s Polygon-esque styled, and the words read, "I'm better than you," and I am being told that this is a prize for whoever wins.
Marvellous. I didn't realise there were prizes related to this race.
Neither did I, but, now I'm kind of gutted that I'm not taking part.
Oh, my goodness, I could have done with that Crash Bandicoot coaster. I have no coasters for any of my delicious hot drinks.
Damn it. I bought you a calendar this Christmas. I could have bought you coasters.
It's fine, I understand.
Just use the calendar as a coaster. Wait, that won't work.
No!
I'm panicking.
I'm using my hand as a coaster.
Oh, no.
So Adrienne is also up at Pinstripe now. And Decky is on another climb.
He is. He's got the time here to sit on this platform. He's definitely bought himself some breathing room, but Ads is still marching her way towards him.
Just one more hit on Pinstripe, and that's it for this section.
Kylorian Ore, known loser. When you lose at Ocarina of Time randomizer race, you can send me a Goron sword. I don't know how it will get through customs, and it'll probably cost me more than it, costs to buy a small private island. But it'll be worth it. And you better make sure it's not one of those fake ones that breaks.
He don't want no scrubs. A scrub is somebody who can't get anything from him.
It's true. People should sing about it.
They really should. So Adrienne is doing one of these lovely bridge levels, which everyone loves. Let's see if she can actually storm through this, because this can actually really make up a lot of time, because Decky spent a little bit of time in this area.
He did. Welcome in, Streetback guy, but don't encourage him. He'll start dropping the Atomic Kitten ones next.
You could be my only one. You can make me whole again.
Do you want to know something really interesting about Kylorian Ore?
Yeah.
There's a reason why everyone calls him known loser, and he hasn't worked it out yet.
Oh.
It's a secret to him, because he's not observant. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh, wow. Hello, legends. I'm here to talk about another scandal involving the speedrunner Garlips. I hope you enjoy.
No, we can confirm, Streetback guy, no rope cheese from either contestant today. I think they said something about that tactic being beneath them, that they're crash purists and that they won't stand for any of that nonsense. I mean, this is a Grandmasters race after all. Oh, Adrienne maybe going for it there and not getting it.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Deck is making slow but steady progress up here.
It's not the easiest of stages to get through. The later part of Crash Bandicoot is notoriously difficult.
Yeah. I've never even seen these levels on the original, and precious few of them on the Insane trilogy either.
You're not going to go for the platinum, are you?
I would like to go for the platinum at some point, but well, it's going to take me a while. For all the gentle ribbing that I give Adrienne over Crash 4, she is in another echelon of gameplay compared to me, and it'll be a long time before I get those platinums for myself. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely insane to see the amount of platinums that she is able to put out. It's just incredible.
Oh, it's tremendous. You love to see it. Oh, by the way, I'm also being consulted by Cake, our prize crafter, that she'll do you a coaster if you want one.
Oh my goodness, that would be amazing. Is it one of Deccy's face?
One of Deccy's face. Well, she
Just
heard
smiling.
you ask for it, so
Oh, there we go.
there you go.
A smiling Decky. Walk is saying, Omg, that would be so good.
It would be amazing, but I have a question for you, Mr. Matt. Do you want
Yellow.
Do you want Deck's face on a coaster because you love Deck and you love his face, or do you want Deck on a coaster because you want to constantly be putting your cup over his face to hide his face in some kind of shaming ritual?
It's actually a third option. I
Oh.
want to, every time I pick up my cup, I want to look down and, oh my god, there's Decky. Surprise. Whoa!
Fantastic. I get that completely.
Give me an easy one, why don't you? Okay, 1. Was that easy enough for you?
Coaster with 1 on it. Implying implying the existence of more, but that you'll only ever have 1.
Ah, I see. Think you can do a 4-point star shuriken for me, please? Cake. And that gets a G's out of Cake.
I will
Cake
say,
makes beautiful things.
yes, Pumpkin Blades and I had the distinct pleasure of receiving a lovely little ornament for our tree this year. It's a beautiful bunny that Cake made for us. It's got so many details. Cake is brilliant at what she does, so this coaster will slap.
This race so far is totally adders. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Maybe one day.
Yeah, I feel like it's a meme that's catching on, but we're at the stage where we don't understand it yet, but we want to use it because all the cool kids use it.
Ah, I see.
And there's
wish I was
Deck.
cool.
He's smashed the level. He's on to the next level.
But Adrienne is not too far behind.
She is
can
not too far
easily
behind.
catch up.
Exactly.
Easily.
All she needs is for Deck to have a bad time. Just
Well,
one bad time.
Decky did take a little bit of time to get through this. I think
did.
the nerves were definitely getting to him, but I think Adrienne, if she can just have a good clear on this, she will smash it. And we'll be back to neck and neck.
Yeah, so this level that Deck's playing now looks very much kind of muscle memory timing. There's his intentional death, I think, after the checkpoint.
Well, a lot of runners can end up doing this stage without actually needing to pick up the additional masks to illuminate.
Oh, yeah, of course, that's what they do.
Because you can just run through it.
Wow.
If you know where everything is, you just jump when you're supposed to jump.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane, but also exactly what I would expect from top-level speedrunners. Deck taking an accidental death there.
Yeah, he didn't mean to take that. Adrienne coming up to the first major climb on this stage.
Oh, I see. So the lighter platforms are moving, and the green ones don't move. So that's kind of a helpful clue as well.
But they do drop after a small period of time.
Yeah, exactly.
Flame Wheel saying, praise the cow.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the cow's done that's so great.
I think, you know, the cow's done something, like been miniaturized, because that's how I get my organic milk. You know that raw milk fad, you know, that
Yeah.
sort of nonsense? I've just genetically
my gosh,
modified a small cow.
Deck was doing it there without a light.
Which is totally doable.
Yeah, didn't the government ask you to stop tinkering with cows, stop messing around with them?
They did ask me, but I politely declined.
Let's see. Oh, apparently it's a cakeism. Of course.
Of course, of course. And thank you so much, Streetback Guy, for the subscription with Prime. Let's give Streetback Guy a little shout out and a little round of applause. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Streetback Guy.
Thank you so much, Streetback Guy. Not only is an absolute legend that you can catch on the free-to-watch YouTube comedy gaming panel show Low Res, but also a fantastic speedrunner and streamer in his own right. Thank you for the sub with Prime. We very much appreciate it. If you want access to the Wheel of Struggle emotes or to subscribe to the channel so you don't have ads, feel free to use the sub, either Prime or not, paid for, if you so choose. We would appreciate it. Thank you.
So I know this is a little bit early to be thinking about it, but what is going to be coming up in the Wheel of Struggle's future?
Ooh. So, we are going to be on StruggleR Season 2 for the foreseeable, at least until the end of February, beginning of March. I can't tell you exactly when Season 7 will start, but expect it to start after all of our racing silliness is finished. We've got quite a few races on the docket already planned. I just need to get a few more penned in. The one that's proving particularly tricky at the moment is one where I have to get one person on the middle of America, one person on the west coast of America, and someone in England, or Scotland rather, I should say, to line up time-wise, and that's proving a little bit difficult. It's the Super Metroid Zelda 3 randomizer race between DMAC, Markman, and Kylo, but I will get that one penciled in soon, and then hopefully the rest should follow.
Oh, that would be an absolutely delicious race. I'm so looking forward to that one. But as Daft Punk ended up saying, around the world, it can be quite difficult.
Yes. I mean, yeah, famously Daft Punk said that.
They famously did.
Hey, there he goes. Deck's done it.
So Deck is now storming ahead, a whole level ahead now.
Which one's in Scotland? Oh, it's Markman. Can't you tell by his accent? Markman, from the clan of Mark.
Known Iron Brew enthusiast, Markman.
Ugh, who isn't an Iron Brew enthusiast at this point? It's a fucking fantastic drink. And if they want to sponsor me, fuck yeah, I'll do it.
Return of Octobot here, starting up some beef with Kylorian with, I thought it was Kylo because he smells.
Trying to work out if that's... Well, I mean, it's obvious. It's an obvious burn towards Kylo, but is that also a burn towards Scottish people?
I think it might be, you know.
Octobot. Come on now. Octobot, another classic Scottish name. You've got to accept your hereditary, mate. You can't keep denying this to yourself. You are also Scottish.
When Streetback Guy went to Glasgow in October, all he drank was Iron Brew. Lamau.
I feel
whatever
like
Lamau means.
Oh, Lamau is Streetback Guy's catchphrase.
Oh. Letting my anus open. Gotcha! Lamau. Wow.
Iron Brew is fantastic though, and the sugar-free tastes just as good as the sugar version, and it's fantastic. I love it. I live on stuff.
Lamau is just my bad typing habit. Lamau. Marvelous stuff there.
There's a double catchphrase from Streetback Guy.
Double Streetback Guy catchphrase. What a time to be alive.
Oh, so I was joking about Octobot being Scottish, but he actually technically is, so that's the best kind of being correct, technically.
Wonderful.
I suppose we should talk about the race, yeah.
Yes. Decky is making absolutely marvellous work of this level so far. Coming up to just over halfway. He's not got much left of the stage to go.
Ad seems to be stuck on this section.
But she did go into a bonus stage. The problem with Adrienne at the moment is that she keeps going for superfluous boxes that she doesn't need to go for. And it's resulting in bonus stages that she didn't need to go into. Because I always forget that in the Insane trilogy, it gives you the option to jump into a bonus stage. In the original release, it does not. You just go straight there.
Yeah. Octobot asking the important questions in chat. Is sugar-free Iron Brew as good as the 1901 version? I would say no. The 1901 version to me is a 10 out of 10, but I would say the sugar-free is a 9. And as sugar-frees go, the sugar-free is so close to the sugar, you know, unless you... There's no way of knowing. There's no way of knowing.
Streetback Guy saying, this is why Streetback Guy is amazing and a legend and should definitely appear on Wheel of Struggle next season. To be fair, Streetback Guy, you know what you could do? You could head, and I know that this is between me and you right now. You could head to www.wheelofstruggle.com and you can join the struggle. You can get ahead of the curve before Season 7 even begins. Just imagine that, okay?
Yeah, now is the perfect time to join because we are between seasons. So you'll be joining before the start of Season 7 so you can be there on day 1.
Time to be alive, eh?
Yeah. So Deck's doing pretty well here. What's... That's got...
Flame Wheel is saying that Deck is so boned now. I presume this is a level that Decky does not visit. Oh, yes, of course, because this level... Adrienne can skip.
Ad's got a black screen.
I don't know what's happened here.
Interesting. This is a first for StruggleR.
You gonna jump in and ask what's going on?
Is she still in the channel? Yeah, okay, right. 1 second. Hello, Ads, is everything okay?
Hi, yes, everything is fine.
We can't see your video.
Oh shit. Okay, hang on, bear with.
That's all right.
It's probably because I had to come out and do a save state. There we go.
Ah, perfect.
Can you see that now?
Yes, thank you so much. No worries.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Now's probably a good time to check in. How are you feeling now that you finally beat the rainy level that was giving you a bit of jiff?
Oh, Slippery Climb. Slippery Climb is an absolute bastard. I think that's possibly one of the worst levels in the game. So, it didn't take me too many attempts, I don't think, considering.
No. There was just kind of one checkpoint towards the end.
Yeah, so I went to the bonus level purely because cheeky little extra checkpoint to cover my ass. So
That's quite clever.
it was a strategic death straight away in the bonus level, so I can get in and out. But we're doing all right, I think.
I thought you accidentally went into that bonus stage, so the fact that it was intentional is a power play. So well done.
Yeah,
that one.
no, it's yeah, because it acts as a checkpoint. That level is so horrible. It kind of yeah, it's needed.
Do you think you're in first or second at the moment?
I still think I'm in second, if I'm honest with you. I think Decky's probably already at the end, knowing Decky.
Well, we'll have to find out. Yeah, I would recommend watching the VOD when this is all said and done, because I think you'll be surprised.
Okay.
Plus, we just need the views on YouTube, so please do watch it.
Yeah, I will.
But you're making very short work of this. Oh, I had to say something.
Yeah, I ran out of light. That's the shit thing with this level.
Yeah.
You run out of light, you're fucked. So
Mr. Matt was telling me in apprehension of this level that the speedrunners don't bother with lights, and that just seems insane.
Oh yeah, no, I could not do that without lights.
I don't think I could do it with lights.
I'm struggling now with lights. Oh, there we go. We'll get through it.
Return of Octobot asks, not you, Ads, but Mr. Matt,
Okay.
would you recommend the band Payable on Death, aka POD, the Christian new metal band? Would you recommend them?
Wait a minute, you say it POD. I always say pod.
Oh, but it's an acronym.
No, that's how it's supposed to be said. It's supposed to be said pod. They went on record and went, we're pod, and they went dun 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 dun. We are pod, like that.
Ah, yeah, I know that one. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. I guess I've been trumped again on music trivia.
I know. I can't believe it either.
And Ads, you've smashed that level there. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get out of your hair and let you proceed now that we can see your gameplay again.
No worries. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's all Millhouse.
Not a problem. Good luck in the Jaws of Darkness.
Thank you.
Okie dokie, all is well. I guess we should probably deck in. We should probably
Yeah, I
deck
think we
in
can
about
deck in.
now.
Let's get decking in.
Fantastic.
Deck
Oh.
the hall.
Hello, DeccyF,
Hi.
or DeccyF as you've been rebranding yourself. How are you doing, sir?
Not too bad. I'm assuming I've lost.
Oh, mate.
We can neither confirm nor deny. I think you need to look inside your own heart to find the answer there. Do you think you've lost?
Yes. I'm in the last few levels now.
Well, just to let you know that you absolutely have continued racing right now because the race isn't finished. So stop worrying and start racing, you little bitch.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Having said that, this looks like a rather tricky boss, so we'll probably leave you to it. But best of luck.
Thank you very much.
It is not over until the marsupial orange critter thing fucks his girlfriend.
Oh, but yeah, that too.
Cool. All right, see you in a bit.
In a bit, bye.
Oh, the Octobot wanted us to tell Decky about Pod.
Oh, you know what? I think Deck knows about Pod because Deck's pretty cool guy. He knows about music and stuff. So, but I mean, you know what? We can always check in later and find out. Crash is a virgin. Exactly. He's played through the whole game to change that fact, Streetback guy. He's gonna ride off into the sunset with Orna, and I'm actually chuffed I remembered that name.
Just to let you know, Octobot has ended up taking back all of those things and ended up saying that we're not cowards and that we shouldn't tell Deck about it. He said that none of those things are true, so that's good.
Classic Octobot wasting everyone's time.
Classic Octobot. So, for those of you who are thinking to yourself, okay, this race is done, Decky's got it, just to remind you, Adrienne has gotten the green gem, which means that she can skip the next stage effectively. She can just doesn't have to worry about it.
And it's going to make the end of this race very interesting.
Oh, it will.
I love how towards the end they've kind of given up on creature design and it's just amorphous blobs bouncing around.
Yeah. At a certain point, you do just have to sort of go, I'm just going to get my
TNT
blob out.
crate in there. Yeah, get your blob out for the lads.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love the whistling sound. It's insult to injury as you go hurtling down a bottomless pit.
They definitely ended up having some wonderful sound design on this. Like, the Crash Bandicoot visually is beautiful. It sounds great. It's got a marvelous little fun soundtrack. They really knocked it out of the park for this game, didn't they?
I think they did. I think most people were kind of surprised, PlayStation included, and so they were like, "What? Quick! We've got Crash. We've got Lara Croft. Put them in the front. Put them in the front. Put them on the magazines." And you know what? It worked.
It still shocks me that Sony didn't make a play to purchase Naughty Dog, and keep Naughty Dog within, well, Crash Bandicoot belonging to Naughty Dog. I don't know how that ended up not happening.
Yeah.
But Naughty Dog basically ended up being associated with Sony, and then Crash Bandicoot didn't.
It's almost as if you should be asking questions about this on some kind of panel show.
It should. You know what? At some point, I really should make that comedy panel show.
Oh, I just want to chime in with one of our chatters. Moomin Mama, in fact, has said the words Gash Fanny Cooch PMSL.
Potato, meat, salami, lasagna.
Wow.
What an interesting combination.
What a lasagna. Sounds incredible.
Crash Bandicoot confirmed Mega Virgin throughout the franchise, apparently.
Yeah, Richard Branson was a big fan.
Oh.
Oh, another. Ooh, is that? No, that's not game over. It was just an incredibly dramatic death animation.
It was. Sometimes Crash is a little extra. You have to remember that.
Yeah. Oh, and again. Meanwhile, Deck is taking some extra time just to make doubly sure here that his cycles are going to line up.
Oh, like periods in the office.
Exactly. Yeah, just like that. I mean, cycle in games is short for menstrual cycle. It's just, you know, that's a lot to say, so they shorten it.
Hashtag confirmed true, okay?
These are the speedrunning tips and secrets that you don't know about.
The secrets of the speedrunners. And now you know the rest of the story.
That explains
You
why
thought-
Quantum P1 lost because you weren't on your menstrual cycle.
There you go.
What am I talking about, Mr. Matt? Save me.
I don't know. Did someone mention speedrunning?
Yeah, speedrunning's great, isn't it? You know, the one thing I love about speedrunning the most is that it helps you get your absolute money's worth out of a game. You've bought a game for a tenner, you will get hundreds of hours out of that.
Or minutes if it's a really short speedrun.
That's true, but I mean, all the more if it's a quick reset, you're gonna play it a lot.
But what happens if it's a quick reset and it's a very easy game? Like, let's say it's something about a cat chasing a sausage.
Well, then I think the devs should change the game to make it a bit longer. Oh, wait.
Oh, God.
For anyone wondering, Sausage Hunter is on speedrun.com. You should totally search that out. No, don't buy the game. Please don't buy the game.
Never buy it. Never buy it. Bad way, definitely so.
That does remind me of a question I wanted to ask you, though, Mr. Matt Internet.
Oh?
I know you're a very busy man because, well, I mean, apart from being locked in the low-res editing dungeon, you're also, one of these normal people that, like, have to do a job and stuff. Are you considering in the new year bringing back your series of weird-thons?
It's funny you should actually mention that because I was actually thinking about that. I was like, I don't think I've run one this year, so I need to get back on that, and I need to get the weirdo-thons running again. So, yeah, next year we definitely need to put on a weirdo-thon.
Fantastic, because I feel equipped now to the point where no matter what the thing you pick, I'll probably find a game with some of it in it.
All right, so my job now is to try and find a game that does not fit into any of the criteria.
Yeah, you got to throw us a curveball now.
Marvelous. I will certainly attempt to do so.
Weirdo thongs. I can explain Quantum P1. Don't worry. Mr. Matt Internet has put on 2 to date. Speedrun marathons based around games involving certain items. The first one was called, was it Speed Bangers?
Speed Bangers.
Speed Bangers, where games only featuring sausages were played. And then your second one, Pizzathon, which sadly was not recorded, but was an absolutely great time where I beat Hobbytan at Zumbini's Pizza Percent. So,
oh, it was so good.
And I really wish I had that video evidence, but you know what? We all know what happened. We were there that day.
I wish I had it. Oh, Switch accounts. Why do you have to have VODs not enabled by default?
It's frustrating. Absolutely.
It really is.
But don't worry. So Mr. Matt will be selecting whatever the next subject of his Weirdthon is, and then we all have to find games that have got that stuff in it, or hopefully games that you already know that have got stuff in it. For instance, at Pizzathon, I ran Pizza Percent on Devil May Cry 3, which is playing the game until you see a pizza, which is approximately 2 minutes in, and involves no gameplay other than pressing X to start the game. So it's a very competitive genre, subcategory of Devil May Cry 3. It's very competitive.
Incredibly so. I couldn't believe it when I saw that run and the tech that goes into it.
It's come a long way, from the days of 232, knocking off that extra 0.5 per second. It took a long time.
So, just to update you on the race, so Dr. Nitrous Brio is currently being taken down by Adrienne, and once she gets through this, it's pretty much a good shot to the end of the game. But Decky can see the final checkpoints coming up, the final parts of the game.
This is very close. Taylor asks, who out of us do you think has defeated the most Dark Elves? I mean, you play that magic game with the cards, right? So probably you. Yeah. I imagine there's lots of Dark Elves in that.
Not really. No, they have elves, but they don't really have Dark Elves. I suppose you could say Phyrexian, infected elves, almost like Dark Elves, but you got Drow, I suppose. Ish.
I think we should count Drow. Yeah, my very limited knowledge of what Drow is. But we should now state that DeccyF is on the final boss.
Yep.
So we are looking at a potential DeccyF win here. I know that Z will be hugely disappointed.
But it looks like it will probably be under Decky's estimate as well.
Yeah. He was saying he was getting some of around the 145 mark.
Yeah, so if he can do this now, I mean, we have to add a little bit of time on because they didn't go through the title sequence, the title screen,
Yes, that's
and
true.
started on the island. So, but that's not a great amount of time to add on.
So yeah, this is going very well for Decky. It's his race to lose at this point, which I believe Z is trying to will into existence.
Hey, Decky, don't forget to fuck up. Thanks, Z.
Oh, he heard you.
Oh, XOXO, Gossip Girl.
Yeah, once you reveal whatever the next weird thon is going to be about, Streetback Guy is going to dive into his 1500 Steam games to find one that fits.
Oh, marvellous, marvellous. I just need to end up getting that announced. But first things first, I need to put the festive Res Professional out first.
Yes, it's going to be great. You know, fans of Low Res will tell you that we shamelessly rip off quizzes like Nevermind the Buzzcocks. For our Christmas special, we ripped off a different one. So,
my goodness.
Yeah, we ripped off Would I Lie to You, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. You see all of your festive faves from the Low Res squad there, either represented in video form or live on the day. Not everyone could make it, but hopefully next year we'll have some people who didn't. So.
It was a wonderful time, and I'm so looking forward to putting it out.
Well, if nothing else, but to get your life back.
Yes. Once that's done, I can enjoy Christmas.
Fantastic. Okay, ads going into the bonus round here.
I'd definitely be down for a weird-thon. I did a meme-a-thon before. Fantastic Street. Marvellous. And there we go.
There it is. Whoo! I think is it time to tell the best boy that he's won a coaster?
No. We need to play this perfectly, okay?
Okay.
All
right.
We're going.
I'll take your lead.
He's so close, okay? Yep.
All right. I'm going to unmute him, but I'll allow you to lead. DeccyF, you are live.
Hi.
Decky, oh mate, I'm so sorry.
For hours.
You would have won that if you were just a few minutes faster, mate.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like, guess how far behind you were?
About a level or two. I don't know.
Well, you were actually 0% behind because Scarlips. Do you want to say it?
Yeah. So actually, you would have won this race if you were a bit faster, but you also won it just by doing it normally because you've won the race.
Hey! Awesome.
Smashed it, fella.
Thank you so much. Oh my god, what was my time?
So you were roughly around the 138 mark.
So my PB as well. Wow.
Yeah.
You have to take into account that you would have had to put on a little bit of extra time because of the title sequence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not an awful lot.
Yeah, but like literally, this is a new PB. Sorry, I didn't mean to make that sound like I'm downplaying the achievement, but yes, new PB. Well done, fella.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, my nerves are so shot.
Absolutely.
Shaking like a leaf.
Do you want to know the really fun thing? You have traded places with Adrienne several times throughout this race.
I knew it was going to be close.
Yeah, it's been very close. At times, you've been in sync with each other, which has been absolutely a joy to watch, and you'll love watching the
That's amazing.
Oh, Ripperoo was one of the biggest parts.
Yeah, you were ahead on Ripperoo, and then Ads came in and just played a blinder Ripperoo, and then she was in the lead.
I struggled so much. I had a strat for Ripperoo, and I was thinking, do I try it? I had actually tried it like in practice. It's kind of like get the first one through like timing with hitting the boxes, and then like hard kind of hit the boxes as Ripperoo was next to him, but sacrificing a mask.
Yeah.
And I fucked it up like so many times.
we were remarking actually, and it's no detriment to you, but Adrienne seems to be stronger than you when it comes to bosses. She's just a bit better at executing those. And so quite often what would happen is you would be behind, but with every level that you were employing your box skip strategy, you were just catching up again, and then it would overtake. And but to be fair as well, Adrienne's had her own set of nightmares along the way as well.
Oh, but she also ended up having a massive success that you didn't have, which was
she got the green gem.
She got the green gem.
Of course. Oh my.
What we're going to do now, fella, is don't disappear, but we are going to
Yep.
mute and deafen you because Adrienne is now going into neocortex. So if you want to, grab yourself a drink, pop to loot, and then come back. And then when we unmute and undeafen you again, we'll probably be talking to Adrienne when we bring you in.
Go give Cake a smooch.
Yeah, there is a prize for this race that Cake has made, and it's yours, which saves a lot on postage for Cake, so I'm happy.
I saw that.
All right,
Sounded good to me.
we'll catch up with you again in a minute, sir.
Cheers. Thank you.
What a race this is. What
Absolutely
a race.
tremendous. I mean, Ads is really not that far behind and has played blind as well, especially with that green jam.
I just think the nerves ended up catching both of them a little bit. You know, it's very, very difficult to end up being in a race condition and staying cool.
Yeah, it's very hard. I mean, the pressure at the best of times is bad, but then when you know that people are watching, you know that people are going to be making wincing noises at all of the things you do wrong, and there it is. Is that it?
No, not yet. Just one
Oh,
little bit.
It's just
There you
one
go.
little bit. My bad. Okay.
Oh, sorry. So I think it's because I'm just a few seconds behind you.
Gotcha. No worries. I'm going to stop the timer there.
Beautiful.
Incredible from Adrienne. I think she did that boss first time, didn't she?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Again, it's exactly as we ended up saying. It was going to end up being a case of execution on bosses was going to help Adrienne catch up, but the animation skip just pushed Decky just a little bit further ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we are going to unmute and undeafen Adrienne now. Hello, Adrienne, you are live.
Hi.
Incredible final boss there.
Thank you.
Smashed it. First, you didn't die on that, right?
No, I didn't.
Absolutely. Round of applause.
Thank you.
So I guess you're wanting to know how you've done.
Mhm.
So we're going to spin it out for at least 20 to 30 seconds.
Of course you are.
Your time came in roughly at around 1:42, but
Okay.
I'm going to have to end up giving the same adjustment. You have to remember that the title sequence didn't end up being included, so your time is a little bit later than that, but it was absolutely incredible to get a 1:42.
Yeah, incredible. And you got the green gem as well.
Yeah.
We can confirm that Decky did not get the green gem. So, Mr. Matt, would you like
Yep.
to do the honors?
Adrienne, I am absolutely delighted to end up telling you that unfortunately you've come second. Decky has taken first place, I'm afraid.
Yeah. I thought you would.
But just to let you know, that was probably the closest race we've ever seen on StruggleR.
Yeah. At times you were in sync, like literally same part of the level, same jumps, same platforms.
It all came down to, for Decky, it came down to the animation skips that he was getting on almost every level. And
Yeah.
for you, it was your bosses.
Yeah. Your execution on bosses especially was just constantly winning you the lead back, and then Decky would eventually catch back up due to box skip. But you honestly, the lead traded hands at least 4 or 5 times, and when you watch the VOD, you'll be surprised just how much it had us on the edges of our seats. Well,
Yeah, I was actually putting
something about edging, I think.
I put my seat onto Gumtree because I just thought I didn't need it anymore.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Chat has been absolutely amazing in support for both of you as well. We've just
Thank you,
been.
everybody.
It's been an absolute privilege to end up watching this race.
Yeah. Shall we bring the lad in so that you can commiserate and congratulate?
Absolutely.
Okie dokie. DeccyF, are you there?
I am. I'm here.
Congratulations again. Ads is now here.
GG's.
All
Well done.
you're done.
You did it.
It was close. I heard. Wow.
So close.
What was Decky's time?
So Decky was around a 1:38 and you were around a 1:42, so about 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Crazy close.
I would
When we
I
were
would
saying
say,
it's close.
yeah, it was very close. I think maybe the last time the lead traded hands was somewhere around heavy machinery.
Okay.
something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
Um,
we were basically looking at it and going that because Adrienne ended up having the green gem, that it was still basically neck and
Very,
neck.
Yeah,
yeah, because
sure.
I could cut out that whole level.
Yep.
Oh god, when I failed it, I'd mistimed the jump for the midsection, and literally I just put my head in my hands. I was just like, no.
I will not tell you the noise that came out of my mouth when I got that.
I bet.
Oh dear.
well, it's a
Oh,
massive
that's
shame that
great.
we didn't capture that noise, but you know, we can imagine.
Quantum P1 says, ads destroyed the last boss. You absolutely did. Decky ended up having an unintentional death on the last boss, whilst
Oh,
Adrienne
God,
just
yeah.
smashed it. That was the story of this race, really. It was a case of Adrienne would smash the bosses, and Decky would end up not having to watch the boxes being smashed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic, though. But it is my distinct pleasure to transition us now to the podium, where you will see, there it is. DeccyF in
Well
first,
done,
Adrienne's
Decky.
Revenge in second.
That's
Well done.
rematch
Well
season
deserved.
3.
Well deserved. Crash 2 next season.
That's it, 100%. Yeah, get practicing now.
I'll practice, oh yeah, let's say practice now.
Oh, my nerves.
Tates
Well
is now
done.
questioning his life and existence in the fact that Decky has won something. Meanwhile, Quantum, Kylo, Streetback Guy, so many people wishing the both of you the best. I think Z was exclusively on Adrienne's team, and
Aw.
Oh, well, speaking of Z, Z has just ended up saying, can I join you for Crash 2 race next season?
Sure.
What do you
Come on,
two?
Z.
Live reaction.
Come on, Z,
Yeah,
get in here. Get in on
Get
it.
involved. Get involved.
well, that sounds like a resounding yes. So we'll look forward to penciling in that for StruggleR Season 3, which I don't want to think about right now.
No, don't think about it. Just to focus on season 2, which is happening. Is it when's season 2 of StruggleR happening, Garlips?
Oh, like an absolute consummate professional, which surprises you because Mr. Matt, it's a flip of a coin, honestly, every time. Let's transition over to the calendar because I can tell you about what's coming up next.
No way.
Absolutely, it's almost as if you planned it, and
Oh God.
I'm so happy. On Saturday, the 28th of December, is our next race coming up for StruggleR Season 2. It is a true glitchless race between Kramit and Hextree at Mirror's Edge. Now, that's going to be all about flawless execution like we saw today with our two runners on Crash. So you definitely want to tune in for that one. It's a nice slot as well. Sorry about you American viewers, but yeah, for everyone else, it's kind of like in that lull between Christmas Day and New Year's Day. So hopefully we'll catch a few of you, and if not, the VOD will always be available on YouTube. If you're watching this on the YouTube VOD right now, thank you very much, and also check out the Wheel of Struggle Discord. I will just briefly touch on that. Oh, Mr. Matt, go ahead.
I just want to end up saying as well, don't forget to end up popping a follow onto Adrienne's Revenge and DeccyF on Twitch. If you haven't done that already, do it now. Just do it now.
Absolutely. In fact, I'm remiss. I should be asking, Adrienne,
Yes.
what do you do and where can people find it?
So yeah, you can find me on, as Mr. Matt Internet says, Twitch and Instagram. I'm a platinum trophy hunter and variety streamer, so I do a bit of all sorts really. RPG, action, horror. There's a lot of stupid Simpsons references because I'm a huge fan of The Simpsons. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for being here tonight and supporting. Really, really appreciate it. And again, huge kudos to Garlips for putting all this together, and thank you, Mr. Matt, for joining on commentary, and Decky for being a very worthy opponent. Can I have that custard cream now, Deck?
Oh, yeah, I'll send you a box of them.
And yourself, Deck.
There's not much to say. You most of you probably already know me. I'm part of the Will of Struggle. Also work with Tates and Strife on Stream Chat AI if you like AI. Was part of Low Res with Garlips, Adrienne, Mr. Matt. I feel like and one of the fannies with Quantum. Yeah, just you check me out on Twitch. I haven't been as active as I used to be, but I'm hoping in the new year I'm a little bit more active. And again, just want to echo what Adrienne said. Like it's honestly been a pleasure racing you, Adrienne, today. And Mr. Matt and God's quality hosting as usual. And yeah, keep at it. That's awesome.
Mate, you haven't listened to the VOD.
Yeah, I would watch the VOD first before saying that, but thank you. Fantastic. And of course, Mr. Matt Internet, I mean, chat will have, if they weren't already enraptured with you, they will be now. Where can they find you? And what do you do?
Well, I'm someone who ends up making stuff on the internet, and you can find me on various different things, all under the name of Mr. Matt Internet. And of course, you can find me on Twitch. You can also find the show that I create with the wonderful Garlips and the rest of the wonderful team called Low Res, which is a comedy gaming panel show. We've got our festive Resfessional coming out soon, so I would really give that a little subscribe, because to be honest, we need the subscribers. Like we need the subscribers, please. Can you subscribe? I'm begging you, please. Like, please, for old Gil, can you just give me the subscribers, please?
Fantastic. Well, there'll be links in the description below on the YouTube VOD for all of that and more, so please do check those out. All that remains to be said is thank you all for being here. It wouldn't be the triumph, the success that it is without all of you, and I'm including you in chat in that. Except maybe Return of Octobot. I think he doesn't quite qualify for that. But there's only time left really to remind you that StruggleR is brought to you by the Wheel of Struggle. We are a gaming group that play different games every week based on a wheel spin, and we compete for points. It's kind of like a book club for games, and the points definitely matter. Except, well, they don't really, but they do. But they don't. If that interests you, please head over to wheelofstruggle.com for more information, or reach out to anyone involved in this production. They will point you in the right direction, I'm sure. All that remains to be said is thank you everyone for being here today.
Whoa. There's one more thing I've got to end up saying. Just to hit one more thing.
Is it about the poll?
No.
Okay.
It's about one thing. And that is to end up saying MVP to Quantum P1 for putting those links right into chat. Woo.
Yes, he is a legend. Quantum P1, of course, has got many more races coming up this season, as I'm sure he's probably starting to comprehend. But thank you very much, Q. Yeah, I was just also going to mention the poll. We asked chat about a third of the way through the race what they thought was going to happen, and chat were evenly split on you, 50-50.
Wow.
Which just goes to show how incredibly matched you were in talent. So
Exactly.
I can't wait to watch it back.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, thank you all for being here. I could raid out, but you know what? I'm gonna leave you to your own devices. It's Friday night. You'll find something to do, whether it be vices or otherwise.
Ooh.
Take care, everybody. Yeah. Ooh, vices. Mr. Matt's internet. Mr. Matt's internet has just perked up. Oh yeah.
Ooh. Well, it's about time I woke up. I've been terrible this entire VOD. Anyways, yes.
Take care, everyone, and we will catch up with you on the 28th. Bye for now, and have a wonderful Christmas.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.